Hi friends, welcome back to Liz's Reading Corner, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Liz and I like books, and today we are doing another reading tag video. I was tagged in this one by the lovely literary Leia. She is amazing. If you would like to go check out her channel, I highly recommend you watch her videos. So this reading tag video is the Bookish Q&A video. There is a set of 7 questions. It was originally done by Elbib, I think is the channel. So the tag has 7 questions and is designed to basically just do a get to know me, I guess, in a set of 7 questions. The first question is, how many books is too many in a series? And honestly, I don't think there's ever too many in a series. I don't think there's ever too many in a series. I don't mind reading a series or a long series of books. I would really like to get through the Brandon Sanderson series. I really want to get through the Wheel of Time series. There's a series by Robin Hobb that I would love to get through, and all of those are very big series. So yeah, I don't have a limit on series. My limit is whether I'm enjoying the books or not. So if I am enjoying them, I will just keep reading them. If I don't, then that's it. Or if I don't enjoy a book, I'll try one more and then that's it. Question 2, hardcover or paperback? That would depend on how thick the book is, I think. The thicker the book, the easier it is to read, in my opinion, in hardcover. And it also really depends on like how floppy they make the book. Some of them in paperback, especially like Brandon Sanderson's books or Stephen King's books, where they're like really, really long, they just tend to be a bit more difficult to read, I guess, because of how they're bound in paperback compared to hardcover. But I don't have a favorite between the two. Oh, this is an interesting one. The most recent book that you DNF'd. So my most recent DNF was Demon Copperhead, which is a modern retelling of David Copperfield, which I have not read, and I got 20 or 30 pages in and I couldn't read it. It was so boring that it just absolutely just ended up not being for me. So yeah, Demon Copperhead. A book that you can always reread. So I have a few. I can always reread the Harry Potter series. I love Harry Potter. I've loved Harry Potter ever since I was a child. Island of the Blue Dolphin by Scott Odell, which I mentioned in the last tag video that I did, and also Playing Beady Bow by Ruth, what's her last name? Ruth Park. That's an Australian author. That's an Australian based book. It's set in Sydney. I absolutely love that. They're my comfort. Island of the Blue Dolphins and Playing Beady Bow I consider to be my comfort reads. Your face is so bored.
No, I've been holding off trying to say something. I was like, yes. You missed one. You missed Read Me to Sleep.
My amazing husband, who is helping me record today, just reminded me that I have missed one. My son, when we do bedtime stories, so my son is 7 years old, and we have done bedtime stories every single night for, I would say, the last at least 6 years, if not the entirety of his life. And for the last, I would say, 5 years, we have read this one book, and he just will not let it go, and it is called Read Me to Sleep, and it is to the point now where I can just recite it. I don't even need to read it anymore. I can read it to the point where I know when the pages need to be turned. I've read it that often, and so that is also a book that I could apparently reread multiple times, or for the rest of my life, I guess, or the rest of his childhood. I think that's going to be something that we're going to be rereading for the rest of his childhood. Question 5, one point of view or multiple points of view? That really depends on the author. Some authors are amazing at multi-point of view, and a lot of them are not. And it really can ruin a book and make it very jarring if the author is terrible at writing multi-POV. But I don't have a preference between them. It's very much based on whether the author and their writing style will complement either one point of view or both. Question 6, my least favorite book right now, that would be Iron Wing by Rebecca Yarros. That is the second book in the Fourth Wing, or I can't remember what the series is. So it's the book after Fourth Wing. I can't remember what the name of the series is. I hated it. It was a massive disappointment. Shouldn't have been a disappointment. I knew it was a romantasy. I expected going into it that I would hate it, and it is just trash. It is trash in book form, in my opinion. I hate the miscommunication trope. I hate that the characters went from being like very three-dimensional to very one-dimensional. It was boring to me. Didn't enjoy it. I have an entire video raging about it. If you look on my channel, you'll find it. So the last question is, can you read while hearing or listening to music? And that depends on the day. Because sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. And it really depends on how distracted I am. So if I have in my brain, if I'm like thinking about what videos I need to get out or what books I need to read for videos, or if I become overwhelmed with my TBR, then any distraction is enough that I have to stop reading. So, or I have to have no distractions at all. But sometimes, and it really depends on the music, because if I'm listening to a song that I really, really like, then I'm not going to be reading, I'm going to be singing along to it. So yeah, those are my answers to the Bookish Q&A. This is the point where I meant to tag people, but I don't really tag people in these, so I'm going to say, much like the last one, if you would like to do this, absolutely do it, and let me know in the comments if you have done a Bookish Q&A video, and I will check out your video. If you have any other reading tags that you would like me to do, please let me know. If you like what I do here, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!